Hello and welcome to Queen We Got You. My name is Kelly and I'm here as always with my beautiful co-hosts Monique and Kerry. How are we, ladies?
I'm very well.
Good.
Excellent. As we are heading into Easter, we thought we might do a Have You Lost Your Mojo episode. So we're going to cut straight to it because we've already recorded today, so everyone knows how we are because that would have been on our last episode. And so this will pop on Easter Monday. So if everyone is sitting there stuffing their face full of eggs, now is the time to get up, drink some water and go to the gym.
Now's the time to reevaluate where you're at.
So, ladies, have we lost our mojo? How are you feeling at this point in the year, Kerry, with your progress so far?
It's funny because I feel like I've got my mojo. I was up, I was down, and I think this is very important for everyone is you might have to reevaluate your goals at some point because maybe something that you set in January wasn't something which still aligns with you now. Yeah. And that can happen. I mean, a lot of people think, okay, I want to do a weight loss phase now, get into it. Something might happen, life, health, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And that might be something which it automatically changes your perspective or your goal as such, so you might have to change it. So it's not that, did you lose your mojo or actually did things change for you now? So I think it's just actually working out do you still want to do that goal, what you originally thought of, and do you need to reassess what actions you are taking towards that? Because sometimes mojo gets lost because they are not seeing results. For instance, say if it was a weight loss phase they were going through, if that is the thing, like, do we need to reevaluate what you're doing? Why are you not seeing results? So sometimes it's actually looking at what you're doing and then we can work out, like, to get further towards your goal then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Absolutely. So one of my goals the other year was I was planning on doing Season B this year. So my coach and I had made that decision and I reevaluated. It wasn't the right timing for me. So we've now pushed that back. And I think it is absolutely critical and super important that you don't just set your goals at the start of the year and then close your eyes and hope for the best. I think you do need to go back and revisit them. Constantly. But also not just revisit and reread them and be like, yeah, I'm going for that. It's ask that question. Is this still important to me?
Yeah.
Do I actually still want this? Is this still aligning? Are my actions aligning with what those goals are?
Yeah.
And sometimes you may go, oh, no, not really, but fuck, I wish it was. And then it's just another kick up the butt and off you go.
Yeah.
Bit of momentum building,
that's
right?
It's like, because that's obviously sparked something that you wanted, like you want to do still, so that's good. Sorry, Monique, I was just looking at your shoulder then. It's flickering.
Oh.
And there's a definition there.
Oh, I love that. I love that for me.
I actually sent her a message yesterday because she was walking off yesterday and I went, oh, look at Moni's arse.
How good, Mon.
It's so good. It's like at that stage now where it's like you're starting to see a few lines and things change, so it's really cool.
Yeah, like I say, we're sat here and I can see definition on your shoulder, so you're looking hot, girl.
Fabulous. Thank you, babe.
So good.
I love it so much.
So how's your mojo right now, Mon?
Yeah, real good now.
I need a hype girl, that's what you mean.
I might just go back to the gym this Arby. I've already trained this morning, might do it again. Oh my goodness. But that actually is another really great thing.
Yes.
With your goals, make sure you've got those beautiful people around you that are going to really help you get
definitely.
there. It's hard to do hard shit on your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we all know how you're going, Kel. Like, you're just kicking goals, like, prep-wise anyway.
It's actually funny because I've chosen to stay quite quiet and calm about my prep this time instead of splashing it all over socials.
I actually was going to say, have you?
Oh, there is so much I could be saying. I haven't spoken about my weight loss. I haven't spoken about how I'm actually going through prep.
You don't need to speak about your weight loss because we can see it, girl, like far out. Every time I see you, I'm like, okay, you're shrinking, but your muscles look like they're exploding.
Yeah.
Like,
you're looking good.
You're looking good.
My mojo is great. No, but I have been a lot quieter about it
Yeah.
than my previous preps, and like I talk about it on here, most of it's hunger. I'm trying really hard not to talk about it because I'm low key, not to you girls, but to most people, like I'm so fucking excited to compete. Like I don't think anyone actually understands the excitement that I have inside me that's like uncontained fucking
Yeah.
So but I just said, Paul commented on one of my photos over the weekend, and I just said to him, is the coach happy? Because he's obviously my coach. And he said, definitely, is all he wrote back. And I said, good, we just keep going.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I'm just like, I've literally, like, and I do it through my other seasons, but this season is probably the most. I've just handed it to him and just gone, you tell me what to fucking do. I'll do exactly what you tell me at the exact moment in time. Like anything you tell me to do, I will do it. I will carry it out. And then if something needs changing, you're going to tell me and we'll change it.
Yep.
And that's that. And like, if you're happy, then I'm happy, because previous preps, I know that I overanalyze myself, or like no one ever feels the way that others see them, and all those things. So it's like it's all in your hands. So if you think I look good and Lee thinks I look good, because Lee is quite good, even though he is my husband, at telling me when I look like shit, which is hilarious, but
He's got a good eye too, though. Like I've been
He's-
at shows and sat next to him, and as a judge myself, he's got a good eye.
He does. He's really good at it. And so I'm like, if you guys are happy, then I'm happy. And that's that. And I just am not going to look at myself in any other way other than through your eyes. And
Yeah.
So my mojo's been great.
Yeah.
I think the most confidence you can have in yourself, though, is you're putting in the work daily.
Yes.
Like you're ticking all the boxes. So no matter what, it's happening because you are doing what is necessary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really interesting too, because as from a coach perspective and just witnessing with other coaches, because obviously I don't coach in this way, but if you're really upset and you're not doing the work, there's an invitation for you to really look at this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this does happen a lot.
Yeah.
Especially in contest prep, and I've seen it. I've been around it enough to know that sometimes the loudest voice in the room is the person not putting in the work.
Yeah.
And it's instead of passing the blame elsewhere, bring it back and have a look at yourself and see what you need to do. And it's okay if prep's not for you. It's okay if this weight loss journey. It's okay if that goal doesn't serve you anymore. I think that's a really important invitation to look at as well.
Yeah.
It is, and it's like what you spoke about in the last podcast, and about like failure.
Yeah.
And knowing that you need to pull out of something.
Yeah.
Don't see it as failure. See it as like a learning, and you can always go
growth.
back to things as well,
Yes.
because you don't have to be stuck in a goal that you set before if it's no longer what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be jailed by your own goals.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a lot of people get into things and they feel like they can't quit because they feel like they're letting other people down.
Yes.
They don't want other people to know they quit.
Or other people around them are going to judge them for not.
Yeah,
like,
so it comes
'cause-
this big, massive thing, and really, it's not that bad if you pull out something.
because there's that whole like, you never stick to anything stigma, and I fucking hate it because I'm that person. So,
Yeah, no.
but I finally found something I love.
Yeah. But don't keep yourself in a room that you don't want to be in.
No.
Like, you're not a hero for sticking something through that you hate and makes you sad and depressed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like reevaluate where you are. Like,
Yeah.
say we're talking about comp prep, but if your health isn't great at the moment, it is time to reevaluate that and go and see a doctor, wherever it might be. Get healthier. Like, come back and do it another season.
Yes.
There's so many things that are more important than like doing a challenge, doing a goal. It's like, okay, but to be honest, like, you can still do a challenge, because I've had a couple of my girls who've had life circumstances where unfortunately it's not probably going to be the best time to do what they originally wanted to do. So let's change what that goal is now.
Absolutely.
Let's actually work out a different system which is actually going to fit in with you for the next like 9 weeks now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always have to be you failed. No, let's change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's have a new goal instead.
Reevaluate and adjust.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
So if anyone out there is feeling very out of mojo, maybe it's your time to reevaluate your goals, whether that be with your family, your coach, get a life coach, any of those things, just the people around you, maybe it's, finances or whatever it is, maybe it's time to sit down and reevaluate because maybe it's just not aligning with your life at the moment.
Yeah.
I think as well, like some people go for the quick fix all the time.
Yeah.
So imagine like it's January the 1st now and you don't want to start a diet what's going to take 12 weeks, 3 months, 6 months because the weight loss is not quick enough. So you do 2 weeks on a fad diet, you fail because it's too restrictive. Just think where you would be now. If you was
Yes.
losing 300 to 500 grams per week
Yep.
Yep.
on a sober approach, how much
Yep.
weight loss would you have now?
Yep.
So I think when we start looking into like setting goals, like look at the longer,
Yes.
more approachable kind of how's it going to work?
Options,
yeah,
yeah.
options, yeah. Because like you could have been like, how many kilos would that be down now? Like 6 kilos down at least. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you'd have like gone for like a 500 gram weight loss per week.
Yeah.
So a lot further down that line towards your goal than you would have if you like have not done the restrictive diet in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's probably something that you can maintain long term
Yes.
too.
sustainability.
Yeah.
So which means you can keep going, like,
And you can keep
6
the
goes to
weight
10,
off that
yeah.
you lose instead of losing the quick 2 to 4 kilos for whatever fad diet, starving yourself, fast 800, whatever dumb, stupid diets going around at the moment. Let's lose 5 kilos really quick, but then let's put 10 back on.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, don't do it to yourself.
Don't do it. So long term, let's reevaluate everyone
Yeah.
and rethink about, does my goals align
Yeah.
with my actions?
Yeah.
What is important to me at the moment? Because I know that some people, like I was saying the week before last in the podcast, like some people want to compete, but their lifestyle at the moment's not marrying up with that situation. And as we know, and Mon and we spoke about this on Friday on our walk, it's not enough now just to diet into a show. Like you need
No.
to put that pre-work in. So it's like,
Yep.
is that lining up? If it isn't, then maybe it's not the right time for you and you need to enjoy that social life
Yeah.
or whatever it is for yourself.
Yep. Agreed.
Agreed?
Love that.
Yeah, so I think as well, have a think, like write it down. So we talked about reflection in our December podcast. So we were just talking about like setting new goals and reflect on your year. So reflect on the last 3 months of what you've done from January and then see where you are and reset something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Another
Yeah.
great way to do that, journal.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
even for me, like I've been in and out of like, do I want to compete? Do I not want to compete? What am I doing? And I'm looking forward. I've got a few shows lined up to go and watch over like season A.
Yes.
So really
You
excited.
coming to Sunny Coast?
I sure am.
Yes.
Yeah, IFBB, a few different ones. I'm just looking forward to actually just getting in, watching the girls up on stage again. And I know
Yep.
for a fact that something's going to spark inside of me again.
I was
It
going to
will.
say that's either going to light your fire or you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember how that feels. I'm not ready yet.
Yep. Agreed.
But even for me, like it's going to be a long off season, but it's even like I spoke about wellness. Is that what I really want to do? So I think I need to go and see it. And
Yeah.
again,
Experience.
this can happen at all times. Like look, get into goals as well. Like actually do some research, get curious,
Yeah.
and look at like, do you really want to do that? Or if that's not an option, what else can I do instead? Like have a route around and think about, do I have something else I want to do? So it's just, you're not set by one thing.
Yeah,
You might be able to do a few things at once, which are going to align with you better. Whether you'll get to that specific goal. You know what I mean? Like you might have a few things, what you want to do as well. So I think you just got to actually really have a play around with and feel what feels right for you at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Anything else sad, Mon?
I think that's good. I think just, reevaluate where you are. Look at where you've been, what's been happening, what are your actions? Have you been making steps towards those goals? Have you not been? If you've not been, why? What's been blocking you? What's getting in the way? And just really reevaluate and look at the sustainability of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Can you sustain this long term? Is this actually something that in 1 year is going to matter and in 2 years is going to matter? Because sometimes we set goals that are really pointless and it's like we're setting some things just for the sake of setting some things. So just have a look and think, does this fit my long-term plan, what I want for my life?
It's a good point, Mon, because like you saying are we setting goals just to set goals? And I feel like some of the January 1 goals are that.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I need a New Year's resolution. What's it going to be? And then everyone defaults to
Yeah.
weight loss or,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
I
I'm
totally
going to get
agree.
healthier or whatever it is. What does that mean for you?
Exactly. What
Yeah.
does it actually mean?
Yeah.
How does it actually look? Yep.
Love that.
Yes, we're now Easter Monday. So if you spent yesterday eating chocolates and your kids still have some in the fridge, you don't need to wait to start again once they've gone.
Yeah.
So you had yesterday, just kind of move on now, because I think that's one thing as well. I noticed that people wait for things to be gone.
Yes.
Or
Or wait for
or
things to happen.
and then
Yeah.
they'll start. So it's like
Or
there's
wait
no
till
time.
after this has happened.
There's
Yeah.
no time like the present, is there?
100%.
And if it matters, if it really matters to you, you won't want to wait till Monday or wait till next week to start, because you'll want to start now.
Yeah.
I think that's the important bit too.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
I love it.
Yep.
Love it. Well, as always, ladies, fantastic chat. We're keeping it, like we said, nice and short for your Easter Monday. So I hope everyone did have a wonderful, wholesome weekend with their kids or their families, or if you don't celebrate Easter, then hope you had a great long weekend with the public holidays. If you have loved this episode and want to follow along, please don't forget to follow us, tag us in your stories. We love to hear from you. If you do have any questions, please pop them through to either our Instagram at queen_we-got-you. And we also have a Q&A box for anyone who is using Spotify. You just need to scroll down and that Q&A box is there, and we usually put some polls up as well. So, hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day. Hopefully you are listening to it on Easter Monday. If not, we will join you next week with a new fantabulous episode, no doubt. But until then, Queen, we got you.